If somebody was launching their registered crowdfunding portal, what should they prepare for? Not only sort of mentally, because it can be taxing, I'm sure, but also as far as documents or any sort of materials that FINRA would be looking for.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff that you have to do. Um, you have to have educational materials on your website. You have to have a big, thick policies and procedures manual. But I will tell you, here's my advice to anyone thinking about creating a Reg CF funding portal. One, man, now is the time. Reg CF really is about to explode, is exploding as we speak. And it is going to become the focus of private capital formation in this country. And so absolutely, now's the time. But the second thing about how to go about it is and where you should spend your time. There are three legs to the funding portal stool, I always say. And only one of them really requires the attention of the founder. So the first leg is technology. You have to have a compliant website, which is much easier said than done. And the founder can use you guys for that, right? The founder shouldn't be spending his or her time, what does the website have to do? I got to figure this out. Let me read the regulations, blah, blah, blah. Some people like that and like writing code, but most people should buy the darn website, meaning white label, right? So that's the first stool, or first leg of the stool. The next leg of the stool is all the legal compliance, the stuff, the policies and procedures, the educational materials, registering with the SEC, registering with FINRA. That's also complicated, but don't spend much time thinking about it because you can hire someone like me to do that. You don't have to be an expert. The third leg of the stool is the marketing. Marketing to find companies to be on the portal and finding investors who will invest in that. That is where the founder should spend 95% of his or her time, because no one can do that for you. That's my advice. I just get, in the age of the internet, where we all feel as if we can become experts in all topics. Like if you had if your arm were itching, your first thought would probably not be to go to the doctor, it would be to go to WebMD or just do a Google search, my arm is itching, and try to figure it out. And that's what people spend, in my experience, so much time on the internet trying to learn all the technical legal rules about crowdfunding. And it's kind of a waste of time, because you don't need to do it. You can buy that advice. It's like, if a light goes out in your house or something, you don't, how does electricity work? Let's figure out, to spend 12 or 15 hours online trying to figure that out. No, you call the electrician. The electrician comes over and fixes it, and you go on with things that are more important to you. And it is the marketing of a funding portal that is the value add component. So that's where I tell people to spend all their time.